Okay, we're back for more wrenching, more fun, more making Elliot do all the work while I sit and watch.
Yeah, something like that.
So to recap things, where we're at right now, the main thing I want to get done today is start getting the ABS system off and all the brake lines and components, because we're changing that over to stainless steel lines, going to change the master and everything, and also just get the tank off, just to get some more things out of the way. Turns out somewhat soon I should actually be getting the suspension back, so that'll be nice. And then I can start mounting up like clip-ons, and we can start working on some of the controls and some of the parts that I have. And then the other, I guess, development is, some of you may remember, may not, that there used to be more bikes in here, and now there's less. So I sold my Daytona, and then I was holding an 848 for a friend, so we got that out of the garage. So we've got, not that anyone super cares, but that yellow bike is actually my first bike, which became my dad's, which is now mine again, so I'm gonna fix that up and sell. We've got the Zuma over there. We've obviously got the project bike here, and we've got another little project here. But you know what's funny, Elliot, is technically, you have the same amount of motorcycles in here that I do.
Is it a competition now? I can put another one.
I mean, if we don't count
want.
the scooters, we're
I don't know,
even up.
I saw some bikes for sale. I can add a third one if you want.
Right. Well, actually, you know what? I feel really bad I forgot this, but it just was out of my eyesight. So technically, I've got like 2.5 bikes in here.
Yeah.
If we count the Z, so I'm still one up on you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think since I know we've got the tank already kind of loosened and all the bolts are off, I think we're gonna work on getting the tank off first, and then we'll go ahead and start getting the brake components off. So that's the plan. Let's see if we can get this tank gone. And then at some point, once you get your body work in, we can start stripping your bike.
Right. I gotta get the fasteners, yeah.
Yep.
Message.
Well, and
Superbikesupply.
that's not as big of a time crunch, partly because since we're gonna paint it.
Yeah.
But we'll want to mock it up with the Zeus fasteners anyways. But
sure.
Yeah, Superbikesupply coming in clutch, not just for me, but for you.
Right.
Shameless plug. All right, let's see what we've got here. Oops. All right, tank's off. So, a little dusty, but pretty clean. So we'll take this off and go through some of that too, and shore up any of the wiring that we need to, and I'm gonna check the valve clearances, make sure everything's good in here. I'm not gonna be tearing the motor down itself, but I do want to kind of give it a once over and do just some routine maintenance checks on it. So next, just want to get this off, and you can see the lines go back and then underneath, and then they wrap and come underneath here. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that, but there's a couple lines there, and then they come and wrap here, and they come down here. So I haven't dealt with an ABS system before, so this is going to be interesting. Like there's all these extra lines that I'm not, let's just say I'm not a fan of, but. So we're gonna need to get, so it's gonna come off the calipers. So I think what we'll actually do, I'm gonna see if we can drain some of that out. I'm just thinking of the best way to attack this as far as getting the fluid out. I'm thinking, honestly, since we're gonna change the lines out, we're gonna pop the lines off the calipers, get the fluid drained out,
Okay.
and kind of go from there, but we need to glove up.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Someone have some chocolate milk in there.
Yikes.
It's like
That is
syrup.
Yeah, you want to know how things go if you don't change your brake fluid for quite a while? They look like. Who wants some Nesquik?
Ugh, yeah.
Some Hershey's chocolate syrup. Dang. So, if we weren't going to change it, we definitely are now. Oh man, that's hard to look at. So after we popped the reservoir and got to see all that chocolate milk, we slowly removed the lines from the calipers. So that's why I have the drain pan there, just to let the calipers kind of drip and let the fluid flow out of it. Try to get out as much as we could. Snake it down through there. Yep. Like this. And I might need to undo, I'm guessing this. There's a perch up here. Oh, that's in a very inconvenient spot. Right, let's undo this. Yeah, the thing I got to figure out right now is just this little pump motor thing, if that's got to come out, which I'm assuming it does, but let's get the lines off first. So as I said, we're just continuing to get the lines worked off and figure out the best way to remove them, get them disconnected, make sure I'm not getting the rear speed sensor tangled up, just making sure we get the line out, and then I'm working on draining the fluid out, and then I'm just checking to see how everything's connected with that main ABS pump. Because again, it's all a new thing for me, we're just kind of learning as we go, taking our time and seeing how everything's routed. So Elliot's just trying to give me an extra set of eyes and help me figure out the best way to get things routed. But main thing is we got the lines off when we're getting the fluid all dumped out, because much like the front, the rear line was very, very dirty. But we just wanted to make sure we went about things the right way. So now we're kind of working on getting those metal lines out. You can kind of see us working on that. And Elliot's kind of helping me direct and get those lines out. Since I'm not going to be reusing those lines, we ended up kind of having to bend them out of the way. Which, again, since I'm not going to be reusing them, I'm basically just going to toss them. I wasn't concerned with them getting bent a little bit because, like I said, we're not going to reuse them. So that was not a concern, but we still wanted to take our time and make sure we did everything the right way. And as I said before, it's given me a good chance to kind of learn how everything's routed and situated on the bike. Oh yeah. Let me grab the camera for me. Can show, I would say this is more Coca-Cola instead of milk chocolate. What do you think? Oh yeah. Like coffee. Yeah, needless to say, we don't want that in our braking system. Whew. Dude, like that stuff smells really interesting. Yeah, so once we get the lines, like I said, I'm gonna empty that. We'll put fresh fluid in it. Because one thing I learned when I first got into racing is, or just in general, so one of the first times with my SV, when I put, I rebuilt the calipers and put them on, it took me like an hour and a half to get pressure to build up, and I thought something was wrong because I didn't put fluid in the calipers first.
Oh.
Because the system had to fill up the calipers and then the lines. And I actually called Tony, I had him come over to help me. And it took like an hour and a half almost for me to get like pressure to build up. And of course, once he got there, all of a sudden there was more pressure. But live and learn. Well, that was not as bad as I thought it'd be, I don't think. Could have been worse, let's put it that way. Cool. Next, I just got to order some lines, which I think we're going to do Hell lines because we're doing a Hell Master. Might as well do Hell lines. Keep it all consistent.
That's the way to go.
And then we're going to have your body work coming in at some point.
Yep. Got a message in. Tomorrow, probably.
Cool.
See what's going on with that.
Yeah, so to recap, looks like we're about an hour, 15 minutes. And yeah, we got the lines off. So we've got all the brake lines off. Still got to just remove the actual like pump system and everything itself. And then this part is what we'll put the ABS delete plug into. We'll just have to probably, looks like, reroute a couple of these lines, clean that up a little bit, and then we've got the rear line off. So we are all ready, and then we'll have the forks coming in, back from getting refreshed with the GP cartridges, and then we can start putting the controls on and kind of work our way through. But I need to empty the oil out of the bike. Need to get the oil out, we'll check the valve clearances, get the radiator fluid out, and then we'll end up replacing the air filter with like a DNA filter, an aftermarket filter, and then go from there. I think we're in a good spot.
Oh yeah.
So in between that, we'll be working on Elliot's bikes.
Yeah.
Or bike, one of the two.
Probably just
Probably
one
do
bike.
some on this. Probably just one.
Just one.
So he says.
Yeah, right. I can't think of if I need anything else for that other bike.
We can always think of things.
Right. So all of a sudden next season it's like just a full-on track bike.
Right.
2 track bikes.
All right. Well, I think that we're in a, we got what we needed to get done. So I think we're in a good spot. So that's all for right now. And then, yeah, like I said, just doing some more maintenance as we're making our progress. Then we'll be bouncing back and forth between the bikes, but keeping these build videos focused on this bike for right now. But if you guys want to see some other stuff, let me know. I'm sure Elliot wouldn't mind having an audience while he takes apart his bike.
Get some premium audio.
Right. Right.
Tell me how I know.
Right. So yeah. Appreciate you checking out the video. Like always, leave me a comment. Any questions you guys have, always happy to help out. And I want to keep making these videos and making stuff you guys want to see, so let me know. And thanks again, as always, to SBS, Superbikesupply. We've got more parts rolling in. Thanks to Elliot over here for being an amazing flashlight holder.
Yeah, right. Gotta be good at something.
Yep. And we'll be back with more soon. So, thanks.